Oh,
Hi, Hillary. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Claudia?
Very good, thank you. So, tell us, Hillary, what is that you do?
I am an energy coach for Jim Polson Consulting. And energy coach is we work with people we all have experiences that create subconscious beliefs, both positive and negative. And sometimes our negative subconscious beliefs can keep us stuck in negative thought patterns or habits. And And so we use a modality called Simply Heal to help people clear these limiting subconscious beliefs. And it's a really amazing tool to help people just have greater success in their health and in their finances and their businesses and in everything, any part of their life that they're looking to improve. And one thing that's really cool is recognizing how these subconscious beliefs can affect our bodies and sometimes even things like allergies or ailments or digestive issues. So that's something that we can help. It doesn't replace any physical or any doctor's care or anything like that, but it really helps support, improving and healing in that way.
What do you think is happening that people are having more allergies?
Um, I think part of it, like from a perspective of what I do for my work, I think part of it is we have some um, we just have some negative subconscious beliefs and some emotional roots to the allergies, either not feeling um, safe to eat something or um, what's another thing? I think, well, and I think it's part of it. I'm not saying that this is the cause, but I think it's part of it for sure. When people, especially people that are experiencing allergies and they've had negative reactions and responses to food, and some people very severe reactions where they ate something and then were feeling absolutely awful and maybe even had to be hospitalized. And that can be a very negative experience and even a traumatic experience. And it can really cause them not to feel safe to eat very, really anything. And we definitely and that can leave them feeling like that they're not safe. And that can carry over and not just to food, but just to life in general, feeling like anything new that they don't know or are unsure of, or that could cause some kind of harm to them, that can keep them feeling very unsafe. And so, um, yeah,
Hmm.
um, I think that's just a big part of it. And it's something that if we can clear that and help them to feel safe and help them feel like they're empowered to make decisions and know what is safe for them and not safe for them, that can be really helpful.
How did you get to this journey? How did you started working in energy?
Well, interesting. I was actually experiencing digestive issues. This was about 6 or 7 years ago. I was having some digestive trouble, and I was very new. I didn't have a background of energy work or a background of just any kind of alternative or holistic healing. And I was having some stomach issues, and I was introduced to a woman who did, she was an herbalist, and she was the first person that she tested that I had some food allergies and told me that what I was eating was related to my digestive struggles, and that completely surprised me. I had no idea that food we ate was related to stuff going on in our body in that way. And so I started to change what I ate, and that really helped a lot. But I still had some digestive concerns. And then just as, being introduced to the whole learning about food being, um, learning how food affects our bodies, it kind of opened me up to realizing other things that affect our body too, like our emotions. And it wasn't until I realized what I changed, how I ate and how I was treating my body, and also how I looked at myself and treated myself and believed in myself. And that it wasn't until I addressed all parts of that, both the physical and the emotional, that I really saw some improved health and haven't had digestive issues for a really long time now. So I am grateful for that. And then realizing that this is something that you can help people with, that's kind of what led me into energy work and meeting people that could help with that. And I liked it so much that I decided to get trained myself.
Okay. What kind of people look for your help in your business?
Primarily right now, it's entrepreneurs that are people that are looking to start their own business. And sometimes when you're starting your own business, you have a lot of fears around getting something started, or you just have, I mean, I always think of fear, but you might have just worry and doubt, or you have a lot of things you need to get done. So you want to be connected to understanding, or just, yeah, being connected to all of your goals and being able to be centered and focused. And so that's primarily who I've worked with, but I've helped lots of people with health issues also. That's kind of the sub market of who has come to me for energy work, but anyone can receive the benefits for the energy work. No matter what you're dealing with, you can get the help.
So tell us about this book. What called you to participate here?
The biggest thing I loved about part of the mission for this book, for What's Left to Eat, was to help people reconcile with food and help them feel like there was something that they can eat. And I just love the word reconcile. I think of like just remediating and healing the relationship we have with food, trusting that food can still nourish us and be good for us and provide us with joy to, again, eat with people that we love and to really enjoy food and not have to feel scared that something's going to be not good for us or have a reaction to it. So that was my biggest draw and love for what this book can do for people, to really help people have a good relationship with food again.
Do you think people get scared when they hear food allergies, especially the big ones like dairy or soy or gluten? Do they get scared in your experience working with these people?
Yeah, they do. I think they get scared. Fear is a big thing. They get scared of it. They're like, oh, because they may have had like some serious issues, or I know people that have children that have serious gluten allergies that are very, very severe. And there's fear there because they don't want either themselves or their child to experience that pain. So there's the fear. And then there's also a lot of anger. I think not everyone, but a lot of people have anger or resentment that there are foods that they once loved or that everyone says is really good, but that they can't have because of just the way their body is. And, but that's no one wants to hold on to anger either around food. So that's something that we really work on, letting go of the anger around, having to have a different diet and being able to focus on all the good foods and all the good things that are out there that you can still eat. And that's the other part that's so great about this book, that, there are going to be lots of great recipes that you can eat that aren't going to be harmful.
So what's your favorite food? What do you really enjoy preparing and eating?
My absolute favorite food are roasted vegetables. It's pretty simple, but I love all kinds of roasted vegetables. Just take it in the oven, or, sauteed on the stove is good too, but roasted vegetables from the oven, like either root vegetables like sweet potatoes and beets and turnips and things like that, or my other favorites, roasted broccoli and cauliflower. And I didn't realize how much I loved vegetables until I needed to be eating more of them and less of grains and dairy and things like that. And I could eat them every day for every meal, I feel like, because there's so many vegetables out there. But that's my favorite.
What is something that's always in your kitchen?
Always in our kitchen, coconut oil.
Mhm.
It's always there for just every, I feel like, yeah, just always there. The coconut oil, well, yeah, almost always vegetables. Sometimes I run out and need to go to the store, but that's what I use, coconut oil and vegetables with salt and pepper. That's um, and sometimes garlic powder. But if it just to keep it really simple and something quick and easy,
Mhm.
it's just the coconut oil.
Perfect. Do you have anything else to add to the people who will be reading the book?
Just if they, I'm sure this will be a great resource for people reading the book and excited about trying these recipes. I'm excited to try other people's recipes that have contributed. Um, and as they're, trying the recipes, and if you are listening to this interview and you feel like you do have fears around eating food, or anger or resentment about food, or or you eat food and then you feel guilty about food that maybe you haven't or shouldn't have eaten, if you feel like that's something that, it's something that you struggle with regularly, like it there's people that can help. That I'm part of the Jim Paulson consulting team, and it's something that we can really help people with. And so if that's something that they would like assistance with, just wanting them to know that that support is there. So
So where can they reach you?
they can reach me on my through my website. It's hillarymecam.com, or by email, which is
Mhm.
hillaryheap@gmail.com.
Perfect, Hillary. Thank you so much for
You're
talking to
welcome.
us.